Yeah, hey, what's going on, guys? This video I'm going to show you a quick tutorial about returning back states from the cases of the coronavirus, from the cases that death, the recovered, sending an email. We're going to use Selenium module, and we're going to use the WebDriver library inside this module. And we have this website, what you see right here. And this website, you will have different countries with the states of different data, and we want to return that. We will display it first, just to confirm that everything is okay, and we're going to use the SMTP, which is a Smart Message Transfer Protocol library, to send an email to any email address basically you want. You can control that pretty easily. So we're creating now coronavirus.py, and we're going to install a virtual environment, and I recommend you to do always a virtual environment, not using the Python global environment. Use whatever pip env or virtual env. I'll here use the pip env, so you need to install that. You will install, you'll say pip3 install pip env, and but I have it, so I won't do it. So you can, once you have that, you say pip env shell to activate the pip env, and you will have on the left side the pip file, and you will have the different dependencies, and everything will be installed just in a matter of seconds. Yeah, it might take a few seconds to do that, but it's always good practice to install virtual environments, just not to mix your dependencies with the global Python settings. Basically, every project, it's a good practice to have its own dependencies inside this box, inside this project. So basically, we want to return the data from each row. Like China, Italy, Iran, you have total cases, new cases, and so on, and we want to return that to by a print statement or sending by email, which we'll see later. So now we'll need to install. Basically, here I was thinking that we need the pylint and the autopep, but it's not activated immediately, so I needed to shut Visual Studio Code and reopen it again, so it will be activated. So I installed this Selenium module first, and Selenium module basically is a module that helps you remotely open and controlled web browser, scrape data and return these data, like searching in forms like HTML and XML and so on, and returning the data that you are searching for. Also saying from selenium.webdriver.common.by import by, this is very important as well. You might not use it, but if you will not write it like this, it might give you some issues. Also re, I've imported it, which is regular expressions. So next thing we're going to do is we need basically, yeah, so the pip-env is now activated. Like you see here, you hit Control Shift and P, and you will need to find okay, so we're prompted to pylint, which we need to install. Once you install the pylint and once you install the autopep 8, everything will be okay, and you will activate your pip env virtual environment. So yeah, this is a quick description. Here's the autopep, and pep8 basically is the standards and the codes of writing Python code, basically how you indent, how you use tab or space, how you be consistent in your code, so you write clean and nice code. It's for the Python community, just to write clean code and follow the basic code of behavior while writing Python. We're going to install that. So we installed already the PyLint, and now we're going to install the AutoPep 8. Yeah, and we import also RE. If you see the third line here, RE is regular expressions, so we need to install that as well. So basically we're all set and ready to go, and we'll need basically in this program we'll need only one class. We'll call it coronavirus, and we will need a constructor method, and we will need also one method inside that class which will be called getData, which is the main method, main function, which will go and retrieve the whole data from the website. And this is Chrome driver. You need also to install it from the website. You will find the code on my GitHub repository. I will leave it down below. You'll have the link for that. Yeah, we're using Chrome driver, not Firefox, Mozilla Firefox. So we have the constructor method first. We were defining the init method, and we're creating self.driver, and we're establishing a connection basically between the WebDriver, Chrome, and our server. So this is one thing to do. Self.driver equal WebDriver.chrome. The next thing we need to do is getting the data. So I'm explaining here that we will need the data from the table. We don't need the whole web page, but we need only the table, because we need to search for data, for numbers. So get data, and we'll pass self, of course, and self equals to this in other programming languages such as JavaScript. And we will need to say that self.driver.get, we need to get to open basically the website, and this is how we do it. Self.driver.get, it's a method to open this website. And I'm explaining here, I'm saying that we have total cases, total death, new cases, new death, and so on. And you need to find that by different methods. So for example, find element by XPath or find element by ID. I used both actually, because XPath was giving me some issues in some places, and ID also was giving me issues in other places. So I used both. And I'm showing you here that the ID here is this one, and you need to use it inside your Python code. So you need to write that. So we're defining a variable called the table, and we're saying self.driver.find element by ID, and we're passing the main table country's ID here. And the why you use ID, because ID is unique, not like class, which can be redundant throughout the script. All right, so what we need to do next is we'll have country element, because we need each country, and we'll say table.find element by XPath now, and we're saying that everything related to the country, but we want the country, and we're accessing actually the table. And no, this is not right. This is not right, because we need the China, not the whole raw. So we're going to say country element equal to table.find element by XPath. And inside that, we want actually to say that the table tag, which is TD, and it contains text or everything equals to China. So anything equals to China, I need to return it back. I'm not really sure dot means everything or just the specific text, because I used text first, it didn't work, so I figured out that I might use dot by some searches on internet. And so now we've got that covered, we need to find the raw. So next we will have to say that we need everything related to China, from total cases, new cases, total death, and so on. So we need to say that raw equal to country element dot find element by XPath, and we are setting everything in that raw. We want everything in that raw. We want to return everything in that raw. if that makes sense. Because after we want to split by text, so we'll say data raw.text.split basically, and we're splitting by space because we want to use these data, and we'll use zero reference indexing system, and we'll say total cases. For example, the first one, it's number one because country is 0, total case 1, new cases 2, and so on. And we will modify the indexes from 1 through 7. We will modify the text, of course. Here I made a new, just a quick mistake because I needed to, yeah, later you will see that new death is not well defined. I had some issues for new death later. Serious critical, and that's it. We've defined, we have everything, we have all our variables set now. And we might run a quick test later on the terminal just to see that everything is okay or not. And we are concatenating the variable with our string, like country, new cases, new death, and so on. See, you define it, and of course you can do whatever order you want, whatever elements you select. You don't have to do all the columns. Right, and last we have total recovered cases. Oh no, we need the last one, serious critical cases as well. So this is it. Basically, this is it mainly. And I'm here. I'm writing a function. I'm calling a function which I didn't define yet, but we will need it later because this is the normal order that Python goes through. The get data function mainly, and it runs the whole line by line. And when it gets to the line 34 with the serious critical, it goes directly and says send email for everything above. But we need first to define the send mail function, which we're going to do after. Print, hey, email has been sent, just a confirmation check, and we are closing the website driver. Basically, we are closing the driver, and we might have bot variable. We might have bot variable. So not here. Yep. And we'll have bot will equal to get will equal to the class coronavirus, and we'll say bot.get data, and yeah, I think something went not okay because yeah, contains, it was misspelled, it gave me some error, but we will try that again. Alright, let's hit run, or you can type python coronavirus.py, and directly it opened the web browser. Yeah, here it is. It opened it automatically. I didn't open it. It went automatically. It's searching, and it should return us our print statements, our data which we're looking for. Here it is. Here it is. Everything is well presented, and once it hit the last line, serious critical, it exited. It finished. Basically, it terminated. So now we need to define the send mail function. And yeah, I'm not really sure what I was saying. Oh yeah, we need to import the SMTP lib, which is the Smart Message Text Protocol, which is basically the only responsible of sending and receiving emails. and it's by the way, it's a built-in function, built-in module, I want to say. So if you noticed, I made a mistake here because the first argument of past country underscore element dot text, I should remove dot text. It shouldn't be dot text inside the arguments. And I'm saying server equal SMTP. Basically all this you can find on internet online. I'm not inventing anything. You will find all these. They are sets of rules to establish the connection, to establish the server, the SMTP server, and the port 587. And we're going to say hello again and start TTLS, I think. Yeah, start TLS and hello again. And next, I think I'm going to pass the login. Yeah, the login, my email, and my password. But my password, like if you remember in the Apple iWatch example, we used the password, the app Google app password to generate passwords. So yeah, we're going to use that as well. We're going to use that. And you enter your password. I had one before, so I need to delete that, and I need to say it's for mail, and I'm using Windows computer and generate, and I copy paste this this password. Next, I'm saying I need a subject, right, and I need a body. So in the subject, I'm just saying small title like coronavirus states in your country today. And in the body, I copied and pasted because I wrote the program before. And basically, it's nothing more than concatenating these variables with texts. It's exactly like we did above. Exactly. Yeah. So this is mainly it. We need to show how this will work later, and I think we need to pass the message, and we're using the f string, and we're saying that subject equal to the subject we defined above, and body and nn, which means new line, which means that we were passing two lines just to have a distance between the subject and the body. And after the double n, we have the body inside curly braces. That's it. And we need to send mail. We need to send the mail itself. So server.send mail, and we're going to pass from email, which is my Gmail account, to my other Outlook.com account, and later we have the message. And that's it. This is it, and we need to quit the server. Basically, after sending the mail, we need to quit the server. So I'm commenting things out here. Creating send mail function, and I thought that it might be because basically all is clear. I just commented very small code blocks, and we'll need to say server.quit. We call method quit, right? And basically this is it, guys. This is it, and we will need to run that to check is it working or not. Yeah, I'm showing here the SMTP, which is email delivery system. And this small graph, you'll find tons and tons or on Google explaining that. SMTP protocol sender through internet, going to mail server, and going to the receiver. Yeah, it's a client-server relationship basically. Sender, SMTP, internet, mail server, and distributing to different users, because you can distribute to more than one user. All right. So moment of truth, and let's try this. Okay, So we will try now to run this program. I told you that new death got me some problems, so you need to make sure that they're included inside the function definition and when you call the function of send mail. So you need to make sure of that everything is well set. And we'll have new death here also in printing, and I think down it's were written. Okay, that's cool. Now we're running. And normally it should display on the right side in the terminal the same outcome which we had before, plus we will have a message called hey, email has been sent, and we should check our email and we will have the email if things will go okay. And usually you can, of course you can, yeah, so here you go. Hey, email has been sent, so we need to check on our email. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm explaining here. Driver.close I'm pointing to. So yeah, you can use this program for any country, for China, France, Iran, Italy, any other your country. I live in Poland, I can use it for Poland. My family, my parents are in Egypt, I can use it for Egypt, and so on. So basically it's very flexible, and you can use this little program here to scrape and send email for your own country to check the latest states for the coronavirus spread. So this is the body, yeah, server send mail. So I made a recap from top to bottom about the whole program, and now we need to check the outlook.com, the receiver email address. And here it is. We've got a nice, neat, and clean email sent to us with the stats. Alright, so this is the end of it, guys. Thank you very much for being with me. And this is Selenium and WebDriver basically can do for you. They can open and control web browser remotely, scrape data, return data to terminal, to email, send email to multiple users, and you do as you really like with this. And you can change the country, as you said, because it's not normal that you do all that code just to have this small thing. No, you can use it to send to multiple users from different countries with the essential data. Now in this time we're living, it's very tough moments, and yeah, I hope we will pass this time, guys. So yeah, stay safe and keep physical contacts to the minimum, respect the social distance, wash always your hands, and hopefully we will pass these tough moments. So use this program, tell your friends about this program, and if you didn't subscribe, because we'll have more interesting videos. You can check as well my LinkedIn, my GitHub repository. You'll find the link below for the code. And I'll see you in different videos, guys. So thank you very much, and yeah, take care.